Hey everybody, Ewing here, and today I want to talk to the Canadians out there. I do some underwriting for a private lending company here in Canada, and so I get to see a lot of different deals and funding inquiries, and I see people that are landlords or hopeful landlords that are buying houses in Canada, and the lot value on these homes is $700,000, say. And if there's repairs needed, the after repair value or the as complete value, say, is like $800,000 to $1 million. Okay. And most people are planning on renting these properties out. A lot of times you have to put in a basement suite in order for the numbers to make even remote amount of sense. So you got to do extra work to put in all the fixtures and everything to get a basement suite. And a lot of times it's illegal suite, or maybe you'll have two suites in the house. One of them might be legal depending on your jurisdiction. One of them might be illegal. So maybe you've got 3 units now, but you've got $1 million house or $700,000 or $800,000 house, and rents aren't that high. And even if you use the 1% rule, which is pretty common in the US, where you're looking at deals where the rents need to be at least 1% of the property value or your purchase price. And you'd have to be charging like $8,000 a month to get to the 1% rule. And the 1% rule isn't even all that great. In the Midwest, you can find sometimes, if you're lucky, 2% rule properties where your rent is 2% of the purchase price. So I just don't really understand the Canadian mindset. I know, like, we take what we get, and the market is where it's at. The rents are where they're at, and then property values are where they're at just because of market conditions. So a lot of people are just making do with what they have and trying to make it work and make a buck, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't get it. Like, I don't know how these guys are making any money unless they're just hoping and relying on appreciation of the property and using the rents just to pay the mortgage and maybe cover some of the repair costs and vacancy. But I don't know how anyone's actually making any money without having to inject their own cash into maintenance and vacancies and maybe even partially covering loan payments. So I just don't know how landlords are making it work. And if you're a Canadian landlord out there, I'd love to chat and just see how your numbers work, because it makes zero sense. I don't get it unless you're just hoping and banking on appreciation, which a lot of people, I think, do. And if you're in interior British Columbia or Ontario and the property's already $1 million, I don't know. I mean, I guess, are they going to go up to 2 million? And then where are rent's going to go? Or rent's going to be 20,000 a month? Anyways, so the point of my story is a lot of people need to think about maybe some other options. And one option is, of course, this is a promotion for my own business model, but investing in the US. The numbers, there's so many markets down there where the numbers make so much more sense. And if you're looking for reliable passive income from rental properties, I don't see how you're going to get that in Canada in most markets. Whereas you can go and invest in rental properties in the States, or, like I love to do, you can actually invest in mortgage notes and have a set return because the borrower is paying. There's already a set interest rate. You know what you're getting into. The borrower has a track record and a payment history, and you're secured by the asset, which is valued more than your note amount or your investment amount. So you've got the security of the asset, and the numbers make way more sense, and you're making above average returns that most people aren't making on the stock market or mutual funds or whatever, and certainly not rental properties. So I'm just throwing this out there to any Canadian landlords or potential landlords. Maybe we should have a call and a discussion, and we can just maybe share numbers, and I can show you what the numbers look like investing in mortgage notes in the United States. And then you can show me what your numbers or projected numbers might be on rental property. And then I'd love to see. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just would love to see how your business model works. And maybe I can offer you something that's more lucrative, maybe a bit more safe than what you're currently doing with rental properties in Canada. So I'm a Canadian here. I just don't get the numbers. So I'd love to chat with someone or set up a call. You can book a call with me at www.talkwithcalewing.com, and let's chat Canadian and US real estate and see where we end up. Talk to you soon.